TikTok videos at like 1 o'clock in the morning after a fun Halloween, I guess. We took the kids out trick-or-treating. But I just wanted to do like a little video to let you guys know to go over to, we're going to do these things called duets with this girl named Kelsey something or other. She's like a psychic medium. And I don't feel like pity for her. I feel like compassion for her. Like I feel like maybe like she's like me, like in some ways like 10 years ago when I first like got into this stuff and I first started like researching like spirit and wanting to become a medium and wanting to be a channel and listening to like Abraham Hicks and trying to manifest. And I feel like there's so many people over on TikTok that have like 3 to 5 million. How many followers does she have?
3.7.
3.7 million followers. And I realized that those 3.7 people are probably 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds. No, they're saying they're mostly like 20-year-olds. Because you don't really get into like mortality or anything like that until you lose somebody that you love. And that's usually not until you're like 30-ish. But like, yeah. She just had a lot of followers to begin with, is what I'm seeing. But anyway, so she said a few things. One, she said, and we're trying to find the video, that she's seeing her own death. That she's seen her own death. She sees how she dies, and she sees like, and like feels how it happens. And that's wrong. That is her seeing and feeling it and experiencing a spirit attachment. That's a big difference. Someone that has already died, that's attached onto her, that won't cross over, that's eating up all her life force energy, and then likely anyone who is watching her, that's like corded to her, that spirit will then have that spirit will then have access to the people. So the people watching are actually opening themselves up emotionally. Like say they're like, oh, I want her to read me, or I want her to tell me like what like my haunted this or that. She calls her a haunted doll and a haunted laptop and like all this, like she uses the word haunted for everything. And she's got this really creepy looking doll that she got from the 1800s.
From Amazon, yeah.
She got off Amazon? Mm-hmm. Okay, so she got this creepy doll. And I brought this thing, I brought it out to the living room when we do our thing, but here I got this doll. So I used to have a friend that would give me dolls that were given to her because she was a teacher. And I knew that she was giving me dolls that were given to her, like stuffed animals, but she never told me. But I was like, okay, so she's giving me like stuffed animals that people are giving to her, but she was into, she's a really, 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 really good healer, author, and she's into like quantum stuff. So I would feel like the programming inside the dolls that people were giving her, almost kind of like they wanted to work with her. They were like trying to like sway her to do something. So you can most definitely program dolls. You can program pretty much anything that has kind of like plastic in it or water. You can program anything that is made out of wood, because wood has consciousness in it. But you have to know how to do it, obviously. Because I mean, I attuned snow globes. I mean, those are filled with water. So her doll is, in essence, her doll is not attuned, though. Why does she say that the doll is haunted?
Let me find the video.
We want to find the video and like play it in like picture in picture so that you guys can see it.
You can duet this one.
We can?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll duet it, and then when we duet it, I'll do a screen share and I'll go directly to this.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless, of course, you guys just go over to TikTok and watch it, because she's what she's seeing is she's reading herself. She's talking to herself. She thinks that this doll is talking to her. She thinks this app is talking to her. I was going to do a screen share and show you guys, but I can't get in there just yet. But like, I'll do the screen share. It's called like a spirit something, where the spirit's talking to you. It's kind of like a Ouija board. It's kind of creepy. And Demi's like, I'm not downloading it. I'm like, I'll download it. I can protect myself. But like, I could see like all this weird like magnet, like metal things like flying towards me as soon as I downloaded it, like almost like little daggers or whatever, but I'm protected. but the thing is, like, stuff like that, you just don't want to mess with it because it is real. And if you're messing with stuff like that to try to prove whether ghosts or spirits are real, they're real. You never want to hang out with a ghost. You never want to hang out with anything that's haunted, and you never want to hang out with anything that's like still here because it has unfinished business, because it's going to do the unfinished business through you. It's going to use your energy to continue to go out and stalk their jealous lover or whatever, the reason why they died, or bring justice to whatever it was why they died. But they're going to use your energy to do it, or they're going to like use like your body's resources that you need in order for your organs to operate and everything to operate. So you'll just die younger. Most mediums die like between the age 45 and 65 because they give away all their energy. But if you learn to stay tuned into, like, through Christ, connected to God, connected to the Holy Spirit, connected to the earth, like, stay totally connected. Also, Reiki works. It works well too, as long as you're doing it like Christ-based. But like, it's like the I am Reiki that we teach is good. But as long as you stay connected, you won't run out of energy because you have everlasting amount of energy coming from earth and coming from God. But this girl's believing in an app. So she's like losing her connection to like source, right?
Yeah. Well,
It feels like she's losing. It feels like she had a connection to source, to God. I feel like she had a connection to, I just keep hearing M-I-A.
interesting.
Mia. Where Mia is. And then above Mia, I see like that kind of like the little thing. She's still kind of like living in the movie. She's still like inside of her eye. But she's, she's losing her connection because she's relying on like an app and those stupid little divination rods that are just basically reading the energy of the left hand and the right hand. You know, like when you do muscle testing and you're like...
It's just like reading whatever she wants to hear.
Well, that's the thing, is like you can use tools and you can read stuff and you can be clairvoyant, you can be clairaudient, you can have all these abilities. But like if I'm reading the Inquirer and I'm telling you that it's fact, but I think that I'm reading like the regular newspaper, I'm going to be speaking like with so much like oh my gosh, like look what happened here. A whale ate a dolphin and then the dolphin went and gave Matthew McConaughey a kiss and now Matthew McConaughey's pregnant. You know, it's like I will be like as like oh my gosh, because I think it's real. So the mediums think it's real, but it's not. And most mediums are not even seeing spirits anyways. They're not even connecting with anything outside of themselves. So this girl's talking to herself. But we'll do a duet on it right now. Go over to TikTok at Marisa.Morris. Follow me. I need 1,000 followers. That's it. I've got like 100,000 followers between here and Instagram. Like all I need is 1,000 followers, and then we'll be able to go live, and I'll be able to be like this. For like 4 hours, and people will be like, "What are you doing?" And I'll be like, "Nothing."
You know, people are like, "Oh, you're doing so great. Oh, that's so great.
They're like, "You're so
amazing.
I like your shirt." I'm like, "Thanks." So stupid. Anyway, okay, I'll see you guys over on, go into TikTok and we'll try to record it here, but I don't want to waste a ton of time because we have a big meeting tomorrow with Demi's parents that I want to be rested for. So anyway, I'll try and do a screen record. Otherwise, just go over to TikTok, follow me, Marisa.Morris, and we'll do the duet now with that girl, and I'm going to read her energy while she's reading this creepy weird doll. Okay, show me the creepy weird doll.
Here's the story of the doll.
Actually, you should.
1919. This was around the time of the Spanish flu pandemic, so we believe that she maybe got the Spanish flu and then had her immune system weakened and then got pneumonia and passed away that way. She passed away at home in her bed in this nightgown that she always wears. She chose to attach to this doll her vessel just because it looks a lot like her, actually. Lola has long, super curly hair, just like the doll, no bangs though. She has light-colored eyes, maybe hazel or like bluish. I haven't really seen her eyes super clearly, but she's in this super long nightgown that goes down to her ankles, and it's white.
She hasn't seen them clearly because she doesn't have eyes.
And she's very skinny and
The ghost or
super
her?
tall. I'm super bad with heights, but she's maybe around 5'9" or 5'10". Like she's tall. But she's a sweetheart and we love Lola. Lola was born
Okay.
in 1901 and passed away in 1919.
Who doesn't have eyes?
This was around
The spirit that she's seeing. So the taller you see a spirit in the spirit plane, the like you'll see like really, really tall people that are kind of like arched over and bent over. You'll see like really, really short people. I'm hearing that the taller they are, the more like of a shadow they are.
Interesting.
Like, you know how your shadow gets really big? So she's seeing like the shadow, and she's really skinny because shadows look skinny. You know, it's like the tall, skinny shadow. You know, if the sun is like behind you, if it's right above you, you don't have a shadow. So she's basically seeing something standing in the way of her light. So like her light's coming in like from over here. Everyone's light always comes in from like their 2 o'clock. Lola's standing like there, and she's casting a shadow, and this girl can't see that there's somebody standing in her field. She thinks it's in the doll's field. And this being maybe died during the Spanish flu, who knows? But the point is that a lot of the beings that died during the Spanish flu are going to be beings that are here right now, because it's like the 100-year thing, and it's like the COVID thing. It's like all the same thing going on at the same time. But it's not connected to the doll. It's not. It's connected into her left shoulder.
So if she got a doll, why? Was she just like feeling like she needed someone to talk to?
Well, what'd she say? She said she got it on Amazon and what?
Here.
Haunted doll on eBay.
I just ordered.
I contacted the seller to see if they could send me a story on Lola. That's her name. So I'll keep you guys updated on this doll. What am I doing? Oh,
You're messing with your
I
life,
just ordered
girlfriend.
a haunted doll on eBay.
Oh, look, she did a duet to herself.
I contacted the seller to see if they could send me a story on Lola. That's her name. So I'll keep you guys updated on this doll. What am I doing? Oh.
Gross. These people are selling spirit attachments.
She would.
The people that are selling the dolls are selling spirit attachments.
Oh yeah.
So like if I had a spirit attachment and I wanted to get rid of it, could I just like sell these glasses and be like, these are haunted and they're going to leave with that spirit attachment? No.
No, because you need to clear the emotion. Whoever is opening it up.
Why would?
I just want to know why she got the doll in the first place. Like, what possessed her to get a doll?
What's standing behind her is that black, the person wearing black. Oh, did you say she was a gymnast? Oh, okay. Yeah, they keep doing like gymnast moves. It's like her shadow self. She has no head, and her head is literally on her right foot. And she keeps like sticking her foot up in the air and like spinning her head around. That like she has no head where her head is.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah, and she's doing a back bend.
She's lost her mind. Now it's on
So
her
like by
foot.
getting the doll's head is now where her head is. Like she's using the doll as a means to communicate with her soul. Because her soul is inside her head and her head is in her foot. Why is her head in her foot? Because she disconnected from her true self because she went through a breakup. She went through something. Somebody cursed her. Oh, she's got a lot of followers, so people are probably jealous of her, huh?
Probably.
You have to have like a fake persona online because otherwise people will totally curse you. I had my own way of protecting myself. What they look like, you I feel really bad for her.
Help her.
I know I do want to help her because she said she saw herself dying, and I want to tell her, no, you're seeing, because that doll, what it's doing is like it's acting like a Ouija board. Like a Ouija board is like just a Ouija board. It's not magical. Just it's just a bunch of people walking around going like they're all crazy, just like they're making no sense. And like, do you want to talk to somebody that's making no sense? No, you want to talk to somebody who's smart. So you want to tune into the upper realms and tune into someone who, you know, right?
But she's not asking like interesting questions.
She
No
isn't.
offense.
She's asking like what how her outfit
Yeah,
looks. But
she's
you know
like,
what?
did you like my makeup?
My
Yes.
first
Oh,
my
thank
first
you.
journal is somewhere around here, and literally the questions that I would ask my guides were like, so did you think I did okay today? Like, I was just asking the dumbest things. Like, if I would have been on social media asking those questions, I'd be like cringing right now, going like, oh my god, I was so dumb. So
Yeah.
I get her. She's young. She's 24. She's like probably doesn't know who she is. She's just breaking away from her family and parents and all that stuff. And now she got this haunted doll, which I had the Truth Fairy pendulum, and had this song, and I would listen to it all the time, all the time, all the time. And I always thought they were like these truth fairies that I was asking questions of, and it was this pendulum that would go back and forth, back and forth. It's like a card set that you buy from like Barnes and Noble. And I honestly put all my faith in that. I remember I was going into a court thing and I had it like around my neck. I was wearing a little necklace, like pendulum, and I was like, okay, truth fairies, get me through this, you know? So it's like, but then I look back and I'm like, okay, who's I really talking to? And I can see like Jesus standing behind me. Wait, that's half of Jesus. Why is he bent? He's like it's like a dude. What is that?
What are you tuning into?
Okay, so I used to have these truth fairies pendulum, and like I used to like talk to them all the time, and they would give me answers. But when I looked to see who was really giving me the answers, I just saw like this guy go like this, like stand like this, and go like, and like bend like that way. So he's like,
I just see a normal looking dude with like brown hair.
I thought it was Jesus first just now. His name David. David. So, anyways, it was probably a ghost. Was it a ghost?
Fragment? What's a fragment?
Fragment of who?
Someone who passed.
Yuck. So anyways, I'm talking to these truth fairies, and I'm thinking I'm talking to like truth fairies, whatever those are, and I'm talking to a fragment of a dead person, which is gross because they don't know anything more than we do. They can read energy because their brain isn't in the way and their ego isn't in the way and their intellect isn't in the way, but their perception of it and their interpretation of whatever they're seeing isn't necessarily true. So anyways, okay, let's do a duet with that girl so that she can hopefully get the fact that she's not going to die, that she has a spirit attachment, and that she needs to be attuned and it needs to be removed. Okay,